Moving into second session. So today we are going to study 14 messages only. We try to close this topic. So overall hours of messages. So quick recap from the beginning. We have done the introduction, picture, dictionary, basics, tables, then modularization techniques like macros, source code modules, like macros inputs, and procedures like subroutine and function models. Now, after that, you just okay. So, in this messages, yes, this topic is linked with actually screens. Once you understand this concept, then we will understand this message behavior in detail in the screen stuff. Okay. So, to messages introduction type of messages, as well as C91. Next, message behavior, different message behavior, also completed. Now we have to see certain things that is nothing but some messages related system, like kind of system fields used for this one. Okay. Yes. Now we have few other syntaxes. That is, first syntax is message without using message type if you want to use this one. Okay. Second, with the message class, you can specify the message class at the beginning with report statement so that we can use it. But okay, let me log in. There are few ways you can mm, go to. No, fine. Go to AC91. That is systems. This navigation is already explained. Open authentication usage. It is nothing but AC38 program. So the AVK underscore program underscore page here messages. That is how to make use of message. If you go to first example is this. Okay? By making use of this message class, this. Next, without using message class. Okay, this is if you want to use this, it has different examples. This is what is this? this is a message statement. Okay, message statement without using message class. You also use this one. Like if you go to, this is all about your like message class. You can create it by using forward navigation also. I said correct. Forward navigation also we can create it. Let's take this example like this message is this message. Suppose we have another message. I will keep it here. Just a normal. Okay, zero eight triple zero. Yes. If I don't give any message class, then what will happen? Immediately it will give message class is missing. So for now, again I'll go back and uncomment this go section. So because I want to show you both cases. So you no need to comment this. Let it be as it is. So what is the advantage is this? We can this is valid for if you don't specify any message class within bracket, what will happen? It will take from the first above message class. Okay, if message class is specified immediate bracket, it will take from the this one. I will show you I triple zero. Double click on I triple zero. So double click on this. So it is going forward navigation because of this. Okay, so if this is not going to that place because we have to double click on message class. So this message you will get it. Okay, so understand. Hope you guys understand that. Like this way it works. First priority is given to immediate message bracket because we always go with this approach, immediate approach. Because why I introduced this message statement, message ID above is because we have to know this type of some old programs we used to write this way. Then SAP introduced this alternative ways also. Okay. So here what happens? It uses the message class declared with report statement because different variations we have to understand. Right, we'll keep everything as commented now. Then after that, how do you fetch the text from T100? Different ways we had to discuss. System generated select. This is another type of. Next, we have like small miscellaneous things we introduce because which are important for interview as well as project point of view. Like what exactly is that? Like yes, this is the type of changing, okay, message behavior, behavior, right? What is the uh, ways? First of all, we will go to yes, message normally. Okay, message like I will take our message only. Then triple zero of the AVK underscore MSG class, right? Yes. Okay. This is your message. Like, let's take this example. Make sure that everything is commented, correct? Everything is commented. Now, just execute it. What will happen? You will get a message as a information message, correct? This is your information message. So this is your display as information message, right? Which is already known. But we want to change its behavior. Just take duplicate Control D. Yes, if you want to change its behavior, you can write display like addition with type yes, display like type yes. So now what will happen is just observe. Yes, right. This is your normally because once you keep this way, both messages you will get it. Yes, you have to observe certain things. Yes, display like yes. So you have to know. Suppose there are uh, like this type of message statements continuously we use. What will happen? As ABAP is interpreter based, it executes line by line message statements, isn't it? That is, first it will go and it will display this message, this message, this message, this message. It will execute all because it is not mentioned under any kind of conditions. It's open. So obviously, ABAP point of it execute all the statement. It will go up to last end of the statement. When program ends, last statement, it will go to the output. So that's all. Now, if you go to what is I behavior, I behavior is information message displayed in a special screen with a model dialog box, with information title, with the I symbol, icon, this with text and all we displayed. But I want to change its behavior. So you have to see first this message comes, then this message comes. Because see, you have to see first 113 message. This is your information title and all special screen with the icon I symbol and all. This is the message. But if you continue, the second message comes. The second message also everything same, only the green color tick mark. Yes, this one came. This one. So you have to observe the behavior is changed here. You have to observe. Actually, when we say display like yes means like originally this is I, but this is displaying like we are changing its behavior like yes. What is yes? Yes always displayed with green color tick mark and green color tick mark. Message text is obviously whatever the text is there, it will display this. So now we have to see few other information message. We can change it into error. Information message we can change it into warning. So display as success message. This is display as error message. Okay. This is display as warning because this success I will keep it as this. Now we'll go to error now. So this is you have to see error is always displayed in a exclamatory mark. Okay, exclamatory red color exclamatory mark and along with the text. So it is the behavior is changed. Yes. Generally, information message will go to the next screen, but here it is coming out. It is not going to the next screen because see its behavior is changed or not. Yes, error displays this way, but now in yesterday's demo, error and warning icons were same, but now the warning symbol is changed. If you observe, warning yellow triangle came. Yellow triangle came. When it was in status bar, it was both in red color. Okay, got it? So this is your changing the behavior of, yes. Uh, yes, this is okay because we don't go with A and uh, X. We don't do any explore with that. So you have to keep this in mind. Changing, what is that? Actually, it is uh, like it is information, but it display functionality we are changing. Its display functionality we are changing. Yes, we are going to the next level. I will keep it one more. This is we have S001. S stands for success, right? So yes, this is your message because this is why it is important is in the dialogue programming, screen programming, sometimes we have to display. Okay, we have to change its display functionality. Suppose this is your success. Success is always displayed. Yes, this is your display as what? Display as success message. Yes, success message and success message, right? But we will change its behavior into another three types. That is, first, I will change. Originally, this is success only, right? But now there is a addition called as display like. Display is a keyword, like is a keyword. Display like through what we can do, we can change its display functionality, we can change it. Yes. Next, display as information message. Information message. Next, if you go to display like, what next? E. E for display like error. Okay. Then next, we have display like AE and what else? W. You have single quote. Yes, this you remember. If you write in a small case, it doesn't work at all. Okay. Other than these six letters, you are not allowed to write any other letters. It doesn't work. So, like this is ready. Now we will see one by one. So, yes, basic success. You know how success behaves. Yeah, right. So we changing actually display functionality. See now success message. This is changed. Which one? Like information message. It is changed. This is very rarely used one. It's like if you go to, yeah, this we use it like error. Yes. So error. See, success, because this is primarily a success. Success displays in a status bar with this text 3001 text of this message class text. Because we are just display, okay, display like what? It is originally success, but it is displaying like error. Okay. Then last one is warning. Warning. Yes, this is your warning. See, yellow triangle came. Originally, it should display in a what green color tick, but we have changed it. So this is our project based, requirement based. we will change this type of. So what is this? Are we changing the behavior? No, actually changing message display. Yes, display style. Okay. Yes, display in whatever the way we want to. Yes, these are all the overall. Yes. Then another two style we will explore. That is, we will take message original. So information in changing into three different style. Success changing into other three. We don't go with A and X because those are all never used. We don't do any R&D with A and X. We have remaining is error. So I'm going to use error behavior. Yes, error with this is original error, correct? So as we are very much clear that how this error behaves. Error always displays in a yes. This is your error message, exclamatory mark in the status bar of the special screen. Okay. So this is your this is error message also. But we will change its behavior in a three different ways. So red color, this one we will change it like yes, we will go in a display like okay again display like again display like. So first for our sequence we will go with I yes and what else remaining like. So now this is your display like information message. Right? This is the display like success display as success. This is display as war. Because actually this type of all type of to explore R&D you have to do one. But on behalf of you working because this is the one time at least you have to know how this changes in a behavior point of view. Okay, what is original? Like this is related to screen's point of view. We will understand more. So error two, we will comment only one at a time to for clarity sake. So original this is E converting into I. Yes, this is very very important. See here it is. This here you have to see mm, display like I. That is error is totally displaying as in the I with the message text is same whatever the message class text, but its behavior, it display functionalities changes. Correct. So it is yes, it is again it's display. Okay, this is requirement based. We do it this way. Okay, error two. Yes, success. See, actually, this is error, but we are displaying like because if you when you are working with SDMM, PPQM, HR screens, the five module related screens, lot of times this type of things will appear, but we never had a in detail close observation. But SAP changes its functionality number of times in the standard SAP I can now onwards, I will show you these examples also, SAP example. Yes, see, this is error to warning. This is very important. Actually, it is error. We are, yes, displaying like warning. Yes, see, displaying like warning is yellow triangle. You remember that? Just like a triangle symbol with error. See, its behavior is changing or not. Right. This is about your what next. We have to go to, yes, we have to go to this. Hmm. First, we will change it to uh, last one is W003. Or this is original what warning. This is original warning. So generally, in selection screen point of view, warning also behaves like error. See, warning also behaves like error. But I want to change its functionality. So what you can do, just three times we'll copy, then we will change it. First warning to, as usual, information message. Again, I said from the initial level, among these, okay, there are mm, so we will change. So first one is observe the closely warning. Yes, it is warning. Yes, in the special screen status bar with text. So warning to information. Warning to. So hmm, this is your okay, it is display functionality changed. Okay, originally message text is from the warning only, but its display changing. It is changed. W to I. In the last W to yes. Display like okay, yes. Warning to success. Okay. Display functionality changed. Next, like last one is warning to error. This is your warning. If you go back to my original introductory, then out of these six, we have information. This information and success, these two are one set. If you want to inform to the user or if you want to confirm to the user that this is you have done successful activity. So then these two mutually exclusive. Or we can go with success to information, information to success. We can change it. Very rarely we will convert information to error. Okay, yes. And these two are also mutually, we will error to warning, warning to error, we will do it. Okay, these two are one set, and the last two are another set. Out of that, the 6, 2, 2, 2. This way you remember it so that easily. Yes. Final conclusion is, so syntax to change display display style or display function. Okay. So reading display like by display like edge. Okay. So usual you go to this one. Here this is same because you can display like for any general for this also any syntax you can add display like this is very simple and easy. Display like followed by single quotes. Then this is also one of T. T means like what type of okay if you originally this is belongs to this but I'm changing into this. It only displays like this. Okay, but actual clarity we will give some examples through. You will come to know. We will convert practically error to warning, warning to error going forward. So this is what about small example. We will next move on to whether the discussion that is nothing but yes. Syntax to raise exception. Okay, syntax to raise exception. Yes, this is so message usual. Okay, till here is same. Okay, message T so and so on the message class. Raising. Raising is a keyword. Rising followed by exception. Exception. That's it. This is very, very important. You just understand it. Rising followed by syntax to raise exceptions by adding using that is these are all additions. Additional which are optional additions always, but based on our requirement we will use it. What is the advantage of this is like messages. We, till now we have done two things in function module or class methods through exceptions can be raised only raise space exception name raise space exception but here you can go with message space message with raise exception. What is the advantage of this is like it's um, like we will get priority to this high priority. Like according to this message, it is we are handling. So it is so always recommended to raise exception in exception raise exception of function module or method. because it can be local class method or global class method in this two level, because in subroutine we don't have that option as the raising concept. Yes, it is always recommended to raise exceptions with a message statement. Okay. Right. Okay. Advantage. Advantage is advantage is so yes, no need to advantage of handling this type of message statement is uh, like while calling function module, okay, executable program, executable program, executable program to the advantage. No need to okay, this is the because in general I already taught how to handle exceptions with that. So we are going back. I will show you these exceptions. How does it works? Because here we don't have the example over here. I'm going back to our function module concept only. In function modules, we have will go to back so G PABK underscore what next program underscore function module. Yes, function modules call. So if I open it, if you observe, generally we have done with the general pass by reference, pass by value, changing tab, tables tab. If, when it comes to tables tab is what right exceptions. So we have to see this. These are all general things. Okay, if I go up to change mode, you will come to know exception. This is PO string prior to that exception again. Call function GF module for this is for pass by reference internal thing. So we have to go to this example. So if you observe this particular scenario, right, this particular scenario, you have to because few days back only we have completed this. Okay, I am going to this because this is what we have to go and AC37, AC37 to open F module 10 in display mode or change. By mistake, I change it to update function mode. Actually, it is supposed to be regular. Function module type, I want to change it. But somewhere I should change it back. Made to change it to editable. Fine. Import tab N1 N2, export tab RES, exceptions 1 and 2. Let's go to source correct raise exception concept. So if you observe, this is old style. First, I am introducing the older one. So raise is exception. What will happen? How does it work? So first, if I go to okay, because the total because fine, it's okay because we changed this behavior one. No. So copy from 10, 10 to 11 to create 11. See, see, copy. So in which version do you want to perform music? In which only state. So here I will try to change it to regular. Now that's what I want to do it. This is comes into our home. Okay. Now, because this is not only exception. So with a regular, now just go to execute N1 0, okay, N2 10. It is raising exception. Yes, you have to observe now exception 1 because N1 is 0, raise exception 1. Here it is showing some message ID as EU, message number as 218. Type does not exist. So that is it is raising exception by built-in message class. The built-in message class, message number and message type. If I go back, if I give reverse order, still it is raising exception. Exception is raised with EU 218 type does not exist. What is that EU? So immediately we are familiar with SC 91. If you go to SC 91, check message, that is your message class name 218 is the message number. If you click on display, yes, this is type does not exist. We are getting this message. Okay, clear? So that is system by default using this message ID, this message number, this message text. If you don't, but if I give this, it will does 100 plus 200 equals to 300. Correct? So this is already known example. Correct? So if you see the case, even while handling also, in ABAP editor, what we have to do is, because since the messages are raised by, I will close this. Even we close this also. This is we don't want to use, that is system uses. So only we have SC37, SC38 calling. Correct. So if you rise normally, if you go with rise statement, we have to handle it. Each you have to uncomment is must. You have to handle sub RC values. This is must. Okay. Okay. Right. Now I am going to comment this. We'll comment this 10. I will call and show you 11. 11 also. I don't go in a this approach. We'll change its approach. What is that approach? I rather than handling by using rise exception, I'm changing, comment it out the message state. So message error or else information of 006 of G VK underscore MSG claims. Yes. Raising exception EX CP underscore 1. Okay. This is about. So now what you have to do is like double click on this message class and double click. If you double click on this message class, control transfer to this message class. But if you double click on 006, it will take it to the 006 because till now we have only 005 only. I want to create 006. So 006, I am going to type enter non-zero value for number. Yes. Okay. See, or you simply enter non-zero value also we can write. Okay. So 2.15, you can come here and change it. Simply enter non-zero value. That's it. Okay, go back. Next, this is your rise with another exception. So if you want to go to message, uh, 007 with so message class raising excp underscore 2. Right. So now we are pointing to the 007. Double click forward navigation, we can create it. Here I'm changing enter non-zero value for simply one. We will change. Okay. Now, after this statement, okay, we converted our old strategy to the new message statement. What is the advantage of this is now testing. So first n1 is 0, n2 is 10. That is, if you debug it, what will happen? N1 0. When first condition is true, it doesn't check the else if or else part. That's you we are familiar with the basic n1 0. First condition is true. Now how this behaves? Message with exception 1. Just F5 or F6. Okay, just F6 or F8. Now you observe it. Yes, do because however we don't get the result because this is for the exception is raised. Exception means our message class came, our message number came, our message text came. This is what it is. If you don't use any message class, system uses that EU built-in message class. But once we go with our own message, system uses our message class. Observe it. Exception to our message class 007, our message text. Last case, I don't want to give 200 plus 20, 220, you will get it. Right? 220. So we are familiar with advantage of this. Correct? Now, like I'm going to call this particular as it is. It is, we copy this. It is, I'm going to copy this, copy, and as well as go to we will keep it a pattern. Insert this. Okay. So it is inserted. Only stars you want to insert. This you want to insert. That is up to you. Single. Now, function module we are going to call for 11. 11. But this is your exception handling with message statement. That is the difference. Okay. Yes. So as usual, I will require this. I required. Now I want to call once again. This all these messages I will remove because we will go to pattern call function z underscore avk f module 11. Correct? 11. Now observe. So as usual, we will accept input value from the user num1, and we will accept input value from user as num. Right? And I want to get the return result value captured to target variable as a target variable called result. All are type integer only. That's- Now the advantage is that you no need to handle this exceptions also. You no need to uncomment it here. You no need to write messages here because message statements are already there inside. Only if you want, hardly what you can do is that outside you can print the right result. Right result. But this result, I can now we will see execution from this. Okay. Okay. Execute. Forget about because function module level testing is over. How it behaves already completed. Now function mod this one. What is it? We are passing num1, num2 value. So we'll test 0 and 10. So when first condition is true, yes, we are getting enter non-zero value. Yes. But the result is showing. But I should not because information message behavior is it is going to display the result also. That's okay. If you we want to go with second num2 as 0. See here it is enter non-zero value num2 as 0. Still result is 0. In this case, that is addition is not calculated. Correct? But I want to give both as non-zero. 100 and 20. So 120 I am expecting. 120 result. Correct? So now in this case, if you want to handle this message, what we can do rather than displaying this message every time, what we can do is simply it should be displayed when there is a sub RC equals to 0. Equals to 0. Okay, that's it. So now you observe the behavior. We don't get right statement because see this is your 0 10. When exception is raised, even the information message, but it is coming. Okay, result value is 0. Why it is showing? Even though this exceptions we are not handling here, even we will delete this exceptions. Even though you delete this exception, because sometimes we do that, still your program works. Okay. So now I want to display the result statement in this function. So go to exception. Value information behavior it is still going to the out. So we go this way. Yes, still it is going to the next one. We debug it once. Okay, slash that. Okay, hope you guys understand what exactly I want to show you. We'll go to where the code is commented. Now you have to see. So first, what is my input? Num1 as 20, num2 as 0. Very good. Like that means n1 become 3, let n2 become 0. That's what. Now we want to see the result value. Result value is 0 by default because it is integer. Integer initial value, it is 0, that I know. But I want to display, open this, go to F5, and N1 one is section. This is true. N2 is 0 is true. So the message, it is exception is raised. When exception is raised, message statement F6, exception is raised. Now this exception is raised. The method message state. But what about size sub RC? So size sub RC is 0. End function. Okay, right. Okay, fine. So in this case, always the size sub RC is 0 only. That's why it is printing this. But generally, like okay, one. So once again, we can call this quickly. So we are going to because we will keep it this this time. Pause again. 14. We will uncomment this exception. We will go to this is your result. Okay. Now I just mentioned only for if sub RC 1, then only it will print. Not equals to 0, I am not handling any messages over here. This is what I just uncommented and done. Now we'll check the behavior. So 0, 10. 0, 10. Please go to slash 5. Go inside. This is N1, 2. It is removing exception F6. It is removing. Now the size sub RC it is returned as 1. When Sai Sabarsi is written as 1, it is expecting the message statement here. When it is expecting the message statement, still we did not write anything. So it is going to Sabarsi is 1. There is no such message. That's why it is writing nothing. Okay. Yes. So this is so. What is the meaning of that? Is like when you are handling. So there are two types. When we are like either system handles, otherwise we have to handle it. Correct. So in both cases, we can write this way also. When it is not equals to 0, common message also we can write. That is just enter non-zero. Simple. Non-zero with the type E. So this is what happens in case of 1 and 2. You will get this. Now observe it. 0, 10. So you are getting this message enter non-zero. That is with the type E error. Okay. Type, we will change it into type I also. Type type I. So this information message. So it is generally showing the right statement message. Okay. This is going to be so because we at that time best way is I don't want to go to the right statement. You can stop it by error message. So you can stop it. Okay. If both are non-zeros, then it will go to fine. So ultimately, what is our this one is you have to handle exceptions. So exceptions are handled in two ways. Either we are uncommenting exceptions. So uncommenting exceptions advantage is that to avoid the runtime error first of all, because system looks for two things: uncommenting exception, whether the raise statement is there or message with write statement. If only write statement, then you have to give the message over here locally. If the message with write statement is there, then no need to give message here. That's what priority is given to that. So first priority is the internal raising. Okay.